Let's get the slurp on. And hey, we're also live, I think. Hi, people.
Hello.
Streamy people.
Yeah. Rabbit's having noodles. I had Thai food yesterday. It's great.
I just didn't know what to make, so I opened up my fridge and I was just like, oh, I can just do hamburger helper. That's so easy. That's so easy and lazy, and I love it.
Yeah, no, I got to break in the new microwave I got for Christmas just a little while ago. I was like, I have 2 egg cups. That's enough to count as a meal. So I just heated those things up in there, and I'm just like, yes, I like this. Except there's one flaw in it. Somehow someone was like, the first 6 buttons should just instantly start it at whatever minute that number is. That's perfectly fine for a microwave. I'm like, what fancy pants microwaves were you making in the 20 years that I didn't have to buy one?
Oh man, I got an air fryer for Christmas. I've been researching the little cookbook my mama got me with it, and I'm trying to
Nice.
See, we all got kitchen related things for Christmas. I got a grill.
Fucking sick.
Little charcoal grill, and I'm really excited about it.
Never again will my friends chide me for not having an air fryer. I haven't.
I don't worry, Rabbit. I am also one of the friends that does not have an air fryer. I want one. Heard nothing but good things.
I also have never had an air fryer. I've heard they're amazing. That's all I know about air fryers.
Oh, my sister was the biggest. I'm like, these fries are really fucking good. What do you do? She's like, I air fried them. Of course you.
Rabbit, did you step away from your mic?
Oh yeah, because I was on the way to wash out this dish real quick.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
I'll tell that story in a second. All right, hold on. I got to be clean.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like, oh yeah, I got some canned goods and $40.
I was gonna say I got what I usually do. I'm on the other side of the country from the absolute entirety of my family, so I always just get money, and they're like, buy what you like. So I treated myself to a few books. That's what I got.
Oh, what fun little books did you get?
The Phantom of the Opera, Other Gothic Tales. H.P. Lovecraft is in it, Rabbit, so I'll have to tell you about it because I know you like him.
I love that.
And I got Pride and Prejudice.
Ooh. Oh, fantastic.
That's one of those books that you feel like everyone should have in their library, and no one does.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. I don't know. I've just been feeling classical lately, I guess. It's a itch that I didn't realize I had. So
I will say,
if you should read in high school, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I will say, many Christmases ago, I think I was still in high school when I actually got this, but I can highly recommend it. There's several very nice, hardcover collections of all of Edgar Allan Poe's stories. I highly recommend those. And one story that no one has ever talked about him writing, because it's actually not horror, it's just surrealism, Angel of the Odd.
I'm curious, because Edgar Allan Poe is actually in this collection, too. Which one did he write?
I just want to. When you say Beyond Poe, I just think of vaporwave art with Poe with a VR headset and just says Beyond Poe.
That's a title. Metzengerstein. That's what Edgar Allan Poe wrote.
Wowzy.
Ooh, I'll have to see if I have that one. Though, the funny thing that happened before, is when she also got me that book, she also bought me a t-shirt that is just a giant portrait of Edgar Allan Poe in the full author sitting at a desk, one hand resting on a skull. And that was part of my awkward high school, I will wear this shirt every week. And people were just like, why you got that? I'm like, why not? Look at what you're wearing.
Honestly, I dig it.
Now,
sure. It's definitely a conversation piece. That's for sure. I'm sure.
When I was a lot younger, you could go with the obvious choice and say my favorite book was Garfield. You'd be half right. I did like my Garfield comic books, but my favorite book was a hardback of the entire Legends of King Arthur.
Ooh. That's a good choice.
Oh, it was so good. I was scared of centipedes until Lancelot bravely killed a giant fire-breathing centipede, and I went, centipedes have no sway over my child heart now. I'm chivalrous.
You can't breathe fire. What are you even doing?
All right, well, since we've got everybody here, are we good to start going, Milla?
I think we are, if the rest of you are.
Yeah.
I'll say real quick, freaking Draco, you summon the lights in Big Ben.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I did. I didn't mean to.
Like, if you guys didn't see on Twitter, like, for some reason, Big Ben was lit up a really bright fucking blue.
Ah,
And
Oh yeah, they're trying to bring the queen back to life. It's fine.
Yeah. No, see, I killed
Just like
this
Neo!
weird ghost in Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, so I may have accidentally murdered the Grim Reaper, and the queen might be coming back because of me. I may have fucked up.
Also-
I'm sorry.
Screw that boss. That boss sucked. I
Mhm.
hated that. I hated him more than I hated Sephiroth. My
See?
goodness.
I didn't have that much trouble with him,
the Grim
honestly.
Reaper was some
Really?
real ass.
Oh, he sucked for me.
Wasn't there a Kingdom Hearts boss that was just Chernobog from Fantasia?
I think
yeah,
so.
it's actually Chernobog.
Yeah.
Straight up Chernobog.
Mhm.
One of my favorite things in Fantasia.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite thing in Fantasia. That theme is so cool.
That and Mickey fucking up with brooms.
All right. Well, now with that nice little banter out of the way, everybody, welcome one and all to session 53 of Chult of Personality. When last we left the expeditionaries, Elise, the Wood Elf Ranger fighter, Enoch, the human warlock, Tyrant Bane of Omu, the Minotaur paladin, Zeno, the half-elf sorcerer, Rue, the human druid monk, and Galadan, the half-elf witch. Our heroes gathered their strength to descend to the lair of the Sown Sisters. 3 tiny dolls, possessed by the souls of children, approached our heroes, and wished for their help to escape. The leader of the trio, Straw Bundle, told them of the trials in the 5 rooms above needed to unlock the recesses of the Skeleton Gate. And also they were needed the skeleton keys in order to open them. Also in the nearby cage was a malformed copy of Dan, which the Sown Sisters had used to spy on our heroes. Dan, taking pity on the copy, chose to call him Dave to differentiate himself, and the party freed him before he could be eaten by the Sown Sisters. The trials in the rooms above include a gaunt old man in a dusty suit attempting to serve food to Tyrant Bane and Enoch, with a hidden lever in a nearby tapestry, another room containing a cylinder with a lever, another room with a mirror with black rune-encrusted candles, which summon 3 wereboars which attack the party, a swirling room of spellbook pages which turned into a dust method, which then died and turned into a black chalk which the party used to box an incorporeal lever into existence. And finally, a room with an infernal poem, which the book had several weird rhymes in it, which Enoch had recited successfully to reveal the final lever. And as Enoch went to the skeleton gate to insert the skeleton keys, a cackle from behind them revealed the presence of the Sown Sisters, appearing to defend the skeleton gate and to protect the cradle beyond. How shall our heroes overcome the Sown Sisters? Will Dan finally gain vengeance, nay, justice for her Granny Joe? And what does lie beyond that skeleton gate? Let's find out in tonight's episode of Chult of Personality. Da, 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 da. Back into the room.
All right.
I believe we left off with Dan giving a rousing Inigo Montoya speech directed at Peggy.
Followed by my highest level spell slot on Witch Bolt.
All right, and as you go to cast that, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Fine.
Definitely hit.
Hot dog.
And oops.
Where am I?
10.
No, I'm
Working
gonna
my
need
way.
control of my token again because you DM'd for me last time.
Ah, yeah. go ahead and drop your character portrait right there.
Yeah, natural one. This is one of those few times where I'm okay with that.
Oh, there he is.
Alright,
Oh, so did my witch bolt go off before the initiative, or?
we'll resolve that going into initiative. Let's see.
Oh boy, because I'm 10.
Let's see, where does... Dave is basically considered a non-combatant.
I mean, he could try. I'm pretty sure we gave him a knife.
Yeah,
I gave him a dagger. Yes.
Alright. So, Dave rolled a 14.
And now comes the fun part where Milla has to add in all the NPCs.
Yes. Alright.
I hope you like long, drawn out, super confusing battle sequences, folks, because this is probably gonna be one.
We're fighting a hag coven in close quarters. Yeah, it's gonna be confusing.
It's gonna be a slobber knocker.
My bad. Am I a bad person for saying that as a DM, I actually really like these types of fights?
It's only bad if your players hate these type of fights and you keep using them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Gotta add Verzal, who rolled a 5. Kawasha. Where are you, Kawasha? Over there. You had rolled a 14. So Kawasha will go before Dave. And then Orvex, it should be out with a 14.
We've named him Dave, but is he a barbarian?
Nope.
Well, I haven't seen his crafting skills yet, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though, I mean, if we find a squirrel, maybe.
I was gonna say we need a squirrel and some string.
And also
And
the
a megaphone.
And the megaphone.
Yeah. What's important?
I can't remember if that show is technically lost media or not.
For now, yes, only because of the fact that it's like Disney Plus is not putting it on itself for some reason.
Yeah, I can't imagine where else you'd see it without, piracy.
Alright. So, how we'll do this is, since Dan triggered the initiative with his Witch Bolt, we'll resolve his attack first, and then we'll go into the initiative turn proper. So, but 26 will hit Peggy, who is the one on the right.
Okay. There we go.
33 points of lightning damage.
That's a lot of sevens.
40!
That'd be
40 points of lightning damage.
Dan's not fucking around.
Nope.
It makes sense.
And because it's Witch Bolt, I get to just auto hit her every time it's my turn. For approximately the very similar damage.
Good heavens.
Do I also get a bonus action or just that attack?
You can do your bonus. We'll do your turn as well. So
Okay.
I assume you're going to throw a certain hex at her way?
Indeed.
Perhaps?
Gonna go with let me find it so I'm sure I'm casting this right. There we go. Silentium. Zzz. The big comical zipper is gonna appear on her mouth and shut her the fuck up until my next turn.
Oh.
That'll be my initiative shot.
All right, we'll start initiative with the Sown Sisters. You just kind of, as you're looking at Peggy, you see she was starting to strain as some of the yellow gas was bellowing from her mouth. And as that comical zipper goes to quash her mouth shut, you just see the gaseous stifle, and you just see her cheeks expand like as she's trying to say something, but nothing's coming out.
You take a hag's power. They can't use their voice. They're basically useless.
Matter, cat got your tongue, Peggy.
So she begins to stare daggers at you. Meanwhile, Baggy and Widow Groat instead are going to turn. No, you shouldn't be so bad to us. As this one, see the swirling mass that is Rue right here. Let's see. Hold on a sec. I just have to look something up real quick. Crap. Anyway. Rudabaga! As Rue, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. You know what? I'll use inspiration. This is important. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Hit roll 20.
You see as the swirling wind stops. As Rue, you're transformed into a toad.
Oh no. Interesting. That's an interesting.
As the other hag is going to look and point at you, Dan.
Understandable.
I need you to also make a wisdom saving throw.
Could I?
You get a +4
counterspell
to it because you're next to me.
Oh. Okay. Well, first, could I counterspell this?
5, 10, 15, 20. You could, yes.
Then I'm gonna just counterspell this and try to make this not a thing.
All right.
None of that.
Let's say yes.
As the woman on the left with the bag on her head, she goes to pull the bag open as she begins to cast it. You see a dog's head appear and begin to chant something, but then the dog's fangs just bare at you as she begins to choke from the stifling effect of the counterspell. As Widow Groat looks up. Mr. Threadneedle, we could use your help down here. Be a dearie and help us out.
I do not like the sound of that.
Oh.
Alright. Next up is, in fact, Mr. Threadneedle. As he's going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You just see that very gut-looking gentleman just dash out and just kind of stare around, throws his hands up like exacerbated, like, huh? What? And that's about all for his turn. Rue, it is now your turn.
Okay, so out of mild curiosity, I'm sure I can't. Am I able to do anything while I am in this form, considering I often change into animals?
I've done a little bit of research on this, and while you are not a full-fledged shape changer per se, unless you're able to take damage to get yourself out of the polymorph form, then you are currently stuck as a frog.
But you only have 1 hit point as a frog.
That is true.
Yep.
Which one is Yuki? Actually, Am I able to hit myself? Would that work?
I was wondering about that too. Like, frogs don't really have teeth, so you can bite yourself. But...
Yeah.
Your strength score is actually so much that you can't actually do physical damage to yourself.
Okay. Fair enough. Which one's Yuki? Oh, Yuki's down there. Sorry, I saw other Dan. I forgot.
Yeah, you got Dave.
Yeah, no, that's Dave.
Okay, gonna hippity hop my way over to Yuki, and to Yuki, I'm gonna make a biting motion and hold her hand out.
Make a performance check for me.
This would be interesting. Don't have
Oh
good
my god,
performance.
you're just turning it into the Michigan J bit.
8.
Have Yuki roll an insight check as well.
Okay. I was
Above
just
game
about to
real
ask.
quick, I have food coming, so I will be right back.
Sounds good, Chugga.
Rolled an 11.
Use those little brain cells.
Come on, Yuki, I believe in you.
It's Yuki's turn next.
Did she
I'm not
figure
sure
out?
if she was able to get a good read on that.
Well, her insight was higher than the performance.
Bro,
And it was a biting motion.
it was.
It's not a big performance.
You know what? Call high or low, Dan.
I'm gonna go high.
Yeah. Bite? Bite? Bite what? You?
Ribbit.
Alright. Well, she gonna go for that, nice little chomp. Does a 10 hit a frog's armor class?
I assume it does.
She does
Go on,
exactly 1 damage.
Alright. Rue, you are out of your polymorph form. You are actually back to your human form.
Cool. Just going to scowl.
And for her movement... Oh yeah, she can get right up and personal with them. Yep. And I believe that'll be her turn.
Alright. Next up is Elise.
Alright, so this spell doesn't specify that I have to see a point to use it, so I'm going to go ahead and cast it. Right there. And she's gonna actually, you don't normally see Elise use magic that doesn't touch her weapons, but for the first time you're actually gonna see her kind of reach out almost as if she's aiming at the ground, and spike growth. I'm aiming it so that I can hit all 3 hags.
Alright.
The ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Alright.
And that doesn't necessarily say willingly either, so Tyrant Bane could probably shove one of them into the spikes and hurt it.
Very true.
So I'll say...
Players for my other game call this the Cheese Grater.
Yeah, me and Citric might have abused this in pack tactics because we both had spike growth.
Alright, so we'll say that is the radius of the spike growth. So safe to assume it's about... Actually, wait, that's a 20-foot. That's a 10-foot radius, so hold on. I have to double this.
And it doesn't say a sphere, so I think it's just, I think it's like a full cube.
A radius
but...
means a sphere.
Yep.
That's just geometry. That's also...
Well, 20-foot radius.
That's able to hit everybody in here if he doesn't measure it right.
Yeah, that's saying, like, I want to aim it so that I'm not hitting any allies and I'm only hitting the 3 hags.
Yep. Well, if you were to aim it like right about there. Yep. So it's basically it has the dolls and the hags and Yuki currently in it. All right. So that was your action to do that. Anything else for your turn there, Elise?
I'm gonna actually, but wait, there's more. I'm gonna action search,
Oh.
and I'm gonna look at Mr. Thread here.
Ignore that.
I'm gonna look at Mr. Thread here, who just walked into the madness, and just point my bow at him.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going? 10.
A 10. Hold on, I have to grab his stats.
I'll say this, Milla. At least the Tomb of Annihilation book is better laid out than, say, the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravenica, which I found out really dropped the ball in concisely laying out their bestiary.
Mm-hmm.
Bad, huh?
Yeah, a 10 just misses.
Alright, well, I got one more shot. 23 will probably hit him.
That'll hit.
18 piercing damage, no extra anything.
Alright.
And Elise is gonna look at Dan as a free action and go, do what you have to do, we can hold off the other two.
Dan is glaring directly at Peggy. He hasn't looked anywhere else.
And that is turn.
Alright. As your arrow strikes Mr. Threadneedle in the shoulder, you would expect blood to come out from that impressive wound you got, but you look down, he looks shocked, but there is no blood whatsoever.
Creepy.
Alright, next up is Orvex.
Alright. Well, you know, we're gonna duck ourselves over to here, and we'll aim ourselves. Which one is Peggy? I don't want to kill Steel, just in case.
The
This
one
one
on the
right here.
Okay, that one's Peggy. Alright. We'll aim for this one then.
Alright.
Gonna be a whole heckin' lot of careful. We are going to do a hand crossbow. 17 to hit.
17. Let's see. Yeah, 17 will hit.
Alright, and then he has sneak attack because Yuki is next to them. For an extra 7 damage.
Alright, so for a total of 24. As the arrow pierces Widow Groat in the shoulder, it didn't seem like she flinched as hard as that as what she should have.
Yeah, I'm unsurprised. But that is all he can do. Bonus action, he'll reload.
Alright.
Also, just one thing coming up. After Kawasha, it didn't track Talad, who has a 12 initiative.
Oh, thank you. I'll go ahead and fix that right now. Thank you, Vaughn.
This might be one of the few times he actually gets to cast one of his good spells.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be tricky. Looks like Dave is next. But since the two icons are the same...
Uh-huh.
I thought you had the
Let's
14.
see.
No, I got the 10.
Oh.
Much as I'd like to take
Yep,
that 14.
Dave got the... Why are there multiple?
I think it's switched Dave and Orvex in the
Yeah.
turn order.
Yeah, because Orvex should be after Dave, yeah. Actually, yeah, that's right. So... you bitch! As Dave's just gonna look at the ground. Not sure if I can really get to her gonna do anything, but he's gonna hold an action to stab anything that, if anything decides to get closer. Let's see. Next up will be Talad.
Ah, well, luckily, Milla, we already have a radius for this. So Talad's going to see 3 hags and be like, fuck that. Fun fact. Hags, one of the few creatures not immune or resistant to poison damage, so cloud kill.
Interesting.
I'll drop that in chat for everybody. Just a sec, I need to figure out what his DC will be because it's not actually on his sheet, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I have to roll for something real quick. As Widow Groat just kind of looks up. Oh no, you don't.
You really
And
want
counter spells the cloud kill.
You really want to do this in a room with this many casters?
We can
No.
do this all day.
Come on, let him waste it here. It's okay.
But we could also counter their counter.
Fine.
This is what Magic Battle's all about.
You're lucky I'm playing a warlock, and I can only do that twice.
Oh, what I do with my spell card for the hag spell
Depends on
slots.
how bad you want that cloud kill, to be fair.
I mean, it's 27 damage that they're not resistant to. All of
Yeah.
them.
Well, that's fair.
But nah.
But yeah, she's gonna counterspell that. And she rolled 20, 22, 23 against a 15. Yep, she's able to beat the DC.
Okay, that's fine. I also still have to actually figure out what the hell his spell save is, so give me a second while I do math.
The most dangerous game. Math.
Well, no. It's the most dangerous game of they don't put proficiency bonus on NPC character sheets, so that's kind of important for figuring out their spell saves.
Let's see, is he a 12th level? That should be a +3?
It does not say unless... oh! No, it only gives his spell save DC for his innate casting that he gets as a drow.
Hmm.
And then the spell save DC for the Mace of Terror, which he holds.
Alright, so that was... I have to keep track of this, so they use a 4th level, 2nd level, and now a 3rd level.
Oh wait, so now I figured it out. Okay, so that'd be... 6, 8. Oh, yeah, he'd only have a 14 DC. But yeah, we can just move on to Dan, since this is his rodeo.
Alright, Dan.
Alright, so, first things first. Using my action to once again blow the bejesus out of her with 5d12s. That'd be 39 lightning damage.
As I read, as much as I want to give you that, the way that Wishbolt is worded, it's the initial. I thought it was only the initial hit that is upcasted.
Let me see.
Not the continuous damage.
Spell description.
Yeah, just cook it for me.
Beam of crackling blue energy lances towards creature, forming sustained lightning between you and the target. Make a range spell attack against creature on a hit. Target takes 1d12.
Yeah.
Lightning each
It
your
says it at
turn
higher
duration.
levels, only the initial
Yeah.
damage.
You cast the spell using a second slot or higher the initial. Oh, yep, the initial damage. Damn it.
So why don't you just use the first dice? Just tase him for 9. That's sick.
Yeah,
I'll allow
true.
that, yeah.
All right. That's still consecutive damage I get every turn. So yeah, I'll just 9 damage. And for my bonus action, Dan's gonna point at Yuki and says, "Oh, I think it's time for you to play. Fuck me, Yuki Crescere!" And she's going to grow to a large size because I'm using my 5th level slot to make her bigger. Horse-sized dog, let's go!
Big pup.
Big. Big dog, big dog,
More
big
HP.
dog.
And let's see.
This just reminds me of the Great Dane I saw like 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
The thing was tall enough to look me in the eyes.
Alright. So, as Yuki grows in size, keeping in mind that she is moving in there. I'll say she takes 3 points of piercing damage from the thorns.
Right, fair enough. Sudden
Sorry, I
growth
was
in
trying to
size.
avoid this, but
What's 3 damage? She's got 27
Higher than
now
0.
that she's a large girl.
Less than 4.
Indeed, Rabbit.
This has been Rabbit
Accurate.
with your TED tips.
Rabbit teaches math.
I could.
Good.
I got a pocket full of loose integers and a head full of crazy. Let's do this.
That's actually perfect thing for a teacher.
Yeah. But I believe that will be it for my turn.
All right. Next up is Lucanu.
Yeah, Lucanu is gonna just move over to here to the border of the spike growths, and she's just gonna start shooting at the one who's taken no damage because she's got shots for days.
All right.
Unfortunately, it's non-magical, but hey, every little bit helps. 21
Hits.
for 13 plus 10, 23 damage.
All right, round that down to 12.
24
All right, that also hit.
for 11.
Round that
Oh,
down
actually.
to 5.
Actually, give him back some health. I realized I had doubled the thing because of the crit on the other side, so that only did 14 on the first one and then 11 on this one, so 25 total.
All right, so 25. Round that down to 12. Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
then
no.
I believe a 17 hits.
Yep, that'll also hit.
All right. For 10, so that's 5
5.
plus minus 20, so like 18 damage total.
All right.
You know what?
Oh,
It helps.
did you make 4 attacks?
3. She can only make 3 because of...
She has Shigami's Blessing, though. That gives her an additional
Yes.
attack.
Oh, you're right. I always... Sorry, that's... Oh, wrong button.
Yeah. Lucano is looking especially fervorous today. These evil beings must be put down.
So that's 6 damage add on to that, so like... Yeah, 26 damage total on the Forest of Hags.
All right. All right, next up will be you, Enoch.
Yeah, well... Let's see if you guys really want to escalate being a dick with a warlock. Because Enoch is going for default strategy. Aerostorm.
All right, I've got my counter.
Alright, so he's just going to split his 10 attacks between the 2 that aren't Dan's enemy, because you know what? Whatever. And also because they're tiny and they're hovering, they aren't technically standing in spikes.
True.
I have to preface this because they only have 10 health each.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 11, doesn't hit.
Correct.
14 doesn't hit. 19 hits.
Yep.
23 hits.
Yep.
And a 17 hits. So I'll do the damage for these. So this is for the one that Lucanu just attacked.
Yep, so that's 3 hits on her.
And it's all magical, so she's taking all of that 21 damage.
21.
And then the remaining 5 for the other. Okay, miss. Miss. Hit.
21 hits.
Miss.
It's all the tens.
Yeah, I know, right? Misses.
Ooh.
So only 1 on the
Oh no, 2.
Window Groat. Oh, 2. Right, yeah, because 2 21s.
For
So
10.
another 10.
You just really like the number 10, don't you?
Listen, okay? I have to make these things work, especially because it's good. I had to do some, like, above game finagling with Milla to get the spells that I get next level, because we don't really find things for spell components in the maze. But that ends
All
Enoch's
right.
turn for now. It's next turn he's going to get mean.
Alright, next turn is Zal.
Zal's going to bellow, and he is going to move forward next to Dave. and he's going to brandish his axe. He's going to hold his action, and if anybody moves within his field of cow, he's going to devastate it.
Did you give him any of the javelins?
Yeah, I thought you gave Zal some javelins.
Oh, I guess I did. Hold on a minute. Yes,
So you
I
could
think I
hurl a
did.
javelin.
Yeah, I'll throw a javelin. Why not? Let me just get the old dice roller out real fast.
Yep, let's see. So it should be
1d20 plus 4 for him.
Yep,
So that would be 17.
that hits. And which one was Zal throwing?
He was gonna throw it at this
We
one.
have. All right, so you have bag for head, and then you have one with ants on head. So bag on head.
Bag. I'll go with bag.
All right, baggy.
Give me the bag.
So that'll be a d6.
Yeah, I
plus-
think that's d6 plus strain for javelins. Yep. Okay.
Mhm.
Just a minute. 5.
So for 5. All right,
Yep.
round that down to 2.
I think he only gets the one attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Next up is Zeno.
All right, so one clarification question before I do this. If I'm flying, or does that count as against difficult terrain, or that nullify difficult terrain?
Nope, because you're flying over it, because the difficult terrain is on the ground, as established with the arrow strikes that Enoch was doing.
Then don't go with Plan B. Aim right there. Level 4 shatter.
All right, so yeah, you can hit 2 of them. So
That's actually my plan, because I was like, I'm gonna hit 2 of them and maybe one of the doll things, but leave.
The dolls are good. We're gonna help the dolls.
Well, now I actually
we
have
like
to.
the dolls.
I now have to make 10 con saves.
all right, well, actually,
They're inorganic.
the other hag has not used her reaction, so nah, she's gonna counterspell that.
Well, I still have to roll because it was technically a called attack either way. Damn it, didn't.
I thought, could you counterspell a wild magic surge?
Nope. She's
Okay.
just countering the
With shatter.
casting of the spell. So, that's a very good question, though. I'll ponder on that.
Yeah. Because it is a spell, but no one really cast it on purpose, so.
All right. Well, anything else for your turn, Zeno?
Well, that was all I wanted to do. I was like, above game, I'm really sad because they're all lined up so perfectly. I could just then go right there and then just lightning bolt them clear across the head.
All right. Tired Bane.
All right. I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to free action. Look at Dan and go, your hand, give it to me.
Dan will give his hand.
And then a ring is going to be pressed into his palm, and he's going to cast Warning Bond on between him and Dan.
Oh, very nice.
Unk, bless this one and give him glory.
All right. All right. With that,
And that's going to be my thing. And I can do a thing as a bonus action. It's not a spell, it's a divine gift. Hold on a second. Finishing the prayer, he's going to go ahead and use Channel Divinity. Bring him justice against those who damned him! And he's going to use Champion Challenge. Bonus action, I can issue a challenge that compels other creatures to do battle with me. Each creature of my choice that can see within 30 feet of me must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they cannot move more than 30 feet from me.
all right. Let's see.
And so I'm thinking it's the 3 hags and Jack Skellington lookalike number 75 up there.
All right. They're going to make this save with advantage. Baggy passes. And what's your DC again?
My DC is, I think, 16. Yeah, 16.
What's the DC bonus for a Night Hag?
I don't think it's gonna work because they're Fae, but you know, worth a shot.
Widow Growth fails, actually.
Fuck yeah, you're mine.
Before they wouldn't move because of the difficult terrain. Now they won't move because of Tyrant Bane.
Yeah, because it doesn't say that this is a charm effect, so yeah, this does work. That is cocked. And Peggy fails as well. Alright, so let me go ahead and mark those. Dang.
I just imagine that like Dan and Peggy are locked eyes, and then Peggy hears this, looks away from Dan for a second, and Dan is just like, "Don't you look away from me."
Bitch, we'll zap you again.
Bitch. Alright. Well,
Dan will remember this.
And to finish my movement, I'll move up here. And I will slam my shield down on the ground and bellow, "I am his shield!" And I will end my turn.
alright. Back to the top of the turn order to the Stone Sisters. How's this gonna work? Because you have Yuki there, and you have. Actually,
So keep in mind, Dan, you got a +1 to your AC.
Right.
And your saving throws on top of what I can do with you.
Ooh,
And you also have resistance to all damage.
damn. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You need it. It's your story beat, baby.
Alright, well, we'll start with this one as Baggy's going to extend her hand. She's actually going to. Oh, what's it good? Actually, let me double check something here. Yeah, she's going to. Man, so many different choices to try and make sure they're that much effective in battle. As. Yeah, my apologies, everyone. So many different juicy things that they can do.
You're fine, you're good.
Listen, we're fighting.
So many delightful
Listen,
options.
these things have layer actions and regional effects. The fact that some of those aren't going off right now is our saving grace.
Mm-hmm.
And they have coven-specific spells, which are also fun.
I don't know what any of these are. I'm excited to die for you.
Yeah, same.
You know what?
I love the. I don't like the sound of that, but also it sounds really intriguing.
While he's looking into that, just to go ahead and let you know about Warding Bind if you've never seen it before, Dan. So you have resisted to everything. How that goes in is you take half and I take half.
Okay.
All right.
Though one
As
thing to remember, Rabbit, is that while you take the half, you have to make the concentration check for it every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, as Widow Growth's gonna extend her hand and point out at you, Tyrant Bane, you see a sickly green light swirl around her finger.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I have a base. It's at base 5th level, so unless she's casting it at 6, it's done.
I love how there are 3 of us with counterspell.
I'm so glad I didn't
Alright.
pick an Abjure Warlock. These fucking hags would have just pulled out a Glock and shot us.
All right. Well, now Peggy's going to look at Tyrant Bane You also see a swirling finger around hers, as she's going to attempt to do that to Tyrant Bane.
No, she's not. Because I'm going to do it.
Oh my fuck.
Obviously because of me. There's a 15, so there it goes.
Alright, so that's counterspell number 2.
Mage battle at its finest.
I think both me and Enoch must collectively looked at the hags and just flipped them off.
Well, Enoch
All
can't
right.
do that because one of his hands is a
I'm
sword
gonna
right
do
now.
a thing. The fuck you aren't.
And finally, Baggy's gonna look down at this nice line of people that's gonna be sitting over here.
Funny story.
And she extends her finger as
I was about to
lightning
get this
begins to
one,
crackle
actually.
from it.
Well, no. For a second, I thought Talad also had counterspell.
Oh, that's okay. I got this one. I got past it, but
Look, I think you'll love what I put in general for you guys.
The fuck you are!
The fuck
Yes!
you are.
I'm sorry. Did you want to cast? That's a shame.
That's exactly how I want to roleplay my Abjuration Wizard.
They're all just looking at each
As-
other like
wait!
they have their
But
arms
wait!
out.
Hold on just a gosh darn second. In response, Peggy's actually gonna look up at you. Ha ha! Got you! And she's going to counterspell your counterspell
My God.
at 5th level.
Oh, you want to waste your
do it.
5th level on that?
All right, sure. Hey.
Hey, go off, Queen.
Alright, so
Is she able to
unfortunately
talk
this is gonna
still?
be a 5th level lightning bolt.
Is she
that's
able
coming
to
out.
talk?
Is she able to talk?
Yeah.
She is.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
my
just
turn.
silence.
Guys, whew.
It got to my turn, so
Okay.
it ends on.
Oh
my
yeah,
turn,
that's right.
so-
Okay.
Alright,
I'm
so
excited.
that's gonna be a 5th level lightning bolt. So that's gonna be we'll say dex saves from we'll say Dave,
He gets
Tyrant
a plus.
Bane,
He gets a +4.
Zal,
+4.
Dan, Rue.
+4.
Am I close enough for that +4?
Yep, it's a 10. It's a 10-foot. It's a 10-foot radius radiating
Cool.
from the
And
south.
Okay.
Zeno as well.
All right,
Dexterity
Plus four.
saves.
Dex.
Yeah, all of you need to make dexterity saving throws.
With +4.
15.
So that's 16 plus the 4, they're 20, and plus the other one from the spell, so that'd be 25.
Alright, so that's gonna be. So this is gonna be
Mine's a
DC
10.
15 to pass.
No,
So
I'm using my inspiration.
15 to pass.
yep.
I still failed, but I didn't get a crit.
How do I
Alright.
figure out what homie's saves are?
Should be a bonus for their dex. I don't think.
I'm just gonna roll a d20 plus their mods.
Yep.
All right, here comes Zal's with the +4. All right, so that's 12. I'm gonna do Kawasha now.
Kawash is nowhere near, so you're good.
Oh, cool. And fuck that.
20, 25.
All right, so me and Zal are taking fullsies.
All right. Oh, I got to roll for.
Yeah.
Woo! Good. I was gonna say, oh no. As if you failed, you take 33 points of lightning damage. Round it down to 16 points of lightning damage. As I'm sorry, but Dave is just obliterated.
Oh no.
How's Zal looking?
Let's see.
Zal's at 33, you said?
Yep.
All right. He started out, he had 76. He's at 43. He's fine.
Okay. I asked because I actually am using one of my class features to protect him from insta-death.
And then.
Dave, no, we barely knew you.
No, literally, we barely knew you. My hands are tied.
Well, I guess I'll just have to adopt 3 doll children, and not 3 doll children and also Dave.
Oh,
You
no.
can't
Anyway.
have
All
the
right.
Witch brothers.
Yeah. was gonna be fun. Oh well.
Well, that does it for the Soul Sisters' turn then.
Yeah, I was
With
just
all
thinking-
that spell casting. Next up is Mr. Threadneedle. Let's see. You just see something about the face of Mr. Threadneedle just kind of revolts. You just see his eyes glow a terrifying red. At least I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
It's not a +4.
Yes, that's right, because I'm out of range. All right.
You are too far for the cow's arms to reach you.
Hang on a second. Where is it?
Agreed.
Oh,
Okay, never mind. All right,
Alright, wisdom save.
10.
You feel your body instantly seize up. You're paralyzed until the end of his next turn.
Oh shit! Hey, I didn't know that was Dave for a second. I'm sorry. If you want to rescind this, just let me know. But like, I got Divine Allegiance. I could totally just eat the damage Dave was taking.
Okay, so you take 33 points of damage.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay,
Dude, I can break these cuffs. Don't worry.
sure.
you can break these cuffs.
I can break these cuffs.
Yeah, you are magically frightened of. Actually, yeah. Yeah, you are frightened of Mr. Threadneedle, and you are paralyzed until the end of his next turn.
You just see Elise all of a sudden just start sweating profusely as she's looking at this man.
Oh,
All right.
Can't imagine what Kubazan is thinking right now.
He is angry and encouraging you to fight on.
Okay.
Rue, it's your turn.
Well, it's time to get Wimdy again. Actually, do I want to do Wimdy?
You do have 3 other elements you could mess with.
It's true. I do also have some very fun spells that I could technically use.
Arson! Arson!
It's true.
I was
I-
thinking
I was
fire is
thinking
an
the
option.
same thing.
Fire is
Fire is
surely an option that I could get across all 3 of these ladies.
Oh, wall of fire. Let's see.
Literally burn them.
I fucking love that spell.
Wall of fire.
All right, well. Yeah, see, that's how the majority of them are all tapped with the casting and counterspelling shenanigans. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's all right. See? This will be made with advantage. Baggy passes.
Oh, you want to know? what's
Widow
fun?
Grove fails. And Peggy passes. So that's going to be 15, or 14.
I will secede my arrow storm to you because I literally can't save any of them.
And actually, it's kind of funny.
sorry.
It seems like the fire isn't as effective on them as you thought it was going to be.
Yuckies. Well, either which way, it's now a line across here.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, just to make sure that they don't try to, like, run, we'll make it a...
You're making a hot box. You're
Yep.
making a hot box.
Hey, Mill, I have a question.
Yes.
Since Spike Earth's concentration, me being paralyzed, does that affect that at all?
No. It's only damage.
Yeah. Yeah, so you should still have it.
If anything, you can concentrate on it harder.
Yeah.
Incapacitated would get rid of concentration, but I don't think paralyzed does.
Alright, so that was that. And then for Piggy.
Oh, Caitlin, I could hug you very much. You just set something up that's very filthy. I've always wanted to do.
Sweet.
What's
Alright.
worse than spike growth? A wall of fire.
Inside of that spike growth.
Alright, anything else for your turn, Rue?
And then
Just
Yuki just
through
vomits
this.
bees.
She learned it from the Feather King.
It's actually funny because it reminds me of the very first time I actually played Tomb of Annihilation, and we actually, it was at the early game, but we actually, I was playing a druid, and we actually, me and a couple of teammates, we literally set up a spike growth, gust of wind combo.
And also, since I can do it, can we have that lick up on top here as well?
Sure.
Because any creature that's within 10 feet of that wall also takes that as a little bit of damage at the end of their turn.
Uh-huh.
So we just can go ahead and do that.
Damn, these
Yep,
doll children
and-
are dead too then.
I can break these cuffs.
No, well, she can
It's at the end of
determine on
the...
which side the fire is hot on, so she
It's
can
also-
angle it so that's away from it.
It's also at the end of their turn, they can move.
In spike.
I
growth.
would hope that they're like, hot stuff, time to go.
See, the problem with that is they're also in the spike growth.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Well, they're
I'll
not.
be nice and
They're
say
not.
I'll be nice and say you're able to angle the side of the fire that is hitting them and not burning the dolls, so you're fine.
They are
You're fine.
That worked.
And they're
So
tiny. They can
that
nap
was-
on them.
You know, I'm proud of these little doll children. They've been very calm this whole time.
Meanwhile, it cuts to them in real time. They just panicking and screaming. "Ah!" Even the one with no face is just like.
Has face
Right.
and he must scream.
On the outside, they
I
look
have
fine.
no wow that I must scream.
Yes, exactly.
All
On the-
right.
On the outside, they'll look fine. Inside,
All
Also,
right.
go ahead and unwimdy me. I am not wimdied.
All right. I was. Why did I select that little duck there? All right. Elise, you're paralyzed.
okay.
That's till the end of.
I don't get a save on that. It's just until his next turn.
Yep. It's just until the end of his next turn.
Just Saitama face. Okay.
All right. Next up is Yuki.
I mean, you're
There's
afraid
a
of
wall.
him. Like, wait, if you're afraid, you can attack others, though, right? Technically.
Paralyzed.
She's
Oh,
paralyzed,
never mind.
too.
Didn't realize that. Sorry,
Yeah,
my
shut
bad.
down.
Alright, Yuki's gonna go for Peggy with the big bite.
Through the fire.
Ah,
Hot dog.
dude. I'm gonna use. I can use my inspiration of Yuki reroll, right?
You could. But also bear in mind that they're staying in the fire. Yugi is attacking through the fire.
That's true. But I mean, I grew her to this size, and she's got she has a decent amount of health in this form, so I think she can take one hit then back off.
49.
Alright.
So that's 22 to hit.
22 will hit Peggy.
Right, so she's gonna take 12 damage, and I imagine Yuki reaches into the fire with her jaws, grabs her, shakes her around like a chew toy, and then throws her back into the fire.
Alright.
And then she will.
Alright, so also roll damage for the firewall as Yuki just kinda reaches in.
If they need to make it, a deck save, +4.
I think it's if they go.
Yeah, so Yuki's gonna take 5d8 of fire damage since
Yep.
she
Oof,
went through the fire.
Might wipe her out then. I don't
Oh,
have my
19.
reaction, but
Rolled
That
low.
just takes most of her health, but not all of it. So minus.
Ow, ow, hot, very hot, very hot. Why'd I do that? That's so hot.
And I'd have her back up, but she's also in the spike growth. So I don't know if she can move. How much does she take from moving out of spike growth?
1d4 for every 5
5
feet.
I think she can manage to step out of it at the very least.
Alright, so that'll be 2d4.
Oh, I thought it was 1d4.
Well, for
2d4?
for every 5 feet that she moves.
Okay, well then I think she's just gonna stay put then.
Okay.
Because I thought that was only 1d4 for, That's more than 5?
She's
'Cause,
a
I mean,
large
she is
creature, so she's
large.
moving 2 sets of feet.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess she's just gonna stay put for now.
Alright. Next up is Kawasha.
Rabbit.
All right. No, I was just trying to see what his spells do. There's a lot of new spells. Let's see. Ooh, I can try that. What do I want him to do? Because like he's like Formica.
May I make a suggestion, Rabbit?
Yeah.
We've got a guy who's paralyzing our friend who's in a spike growth, and one of Kawasha's only spells does force movement.
It's true. It's oh, don't tell me.
Thunderwave.
Thunderwave. That's yeah. Let me. I'm gonna cast this. I'm gonna get in position for it. I just wanted to have it up on the board.
Alright, so I mean Thunderwave. So it hits Mr. Thread Needle and pushes him back.
Yes.
Alright, that's gonna be a con save. He passes, so he'll take half the damage. That'll be 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. He doesn't get shoved, does he?
Nope,
Nope. Okay.
not since he passed.
Okay. That's kind of a useful little spell. I like that.
It's basically the bread and butter of early druids.
And it synergizes really well with spike growth.
Can that force
Alright.
opportunity attacks too?
No, because it is forced movement and not voluntary movement.
Oh, okay.
But with spike growth, it doesn't specify voluntary movement because it's just a bunch of fucking spikes.
Oh, I understand. I understand.
Alright.
Sorry, I have to learn like so many other classes. Mainly my thing with him is okay, Barkskin. All right, that's up. All right, throw baseballs.
Yep.
Throw baseballs.
Fire baseballs. Speaking of fire things, Orvex is up next.
It's a me, Kawasha.
Let's go, Orvex.
A more convincing performance than Chris Pratt.
True.
Alright, Caitlin, what will Orvex do?
All right.
See the giant wall of fire.
Yep. It's a giant wall of fire. I think he can still see through that, though, right? Wall is opaque. Okay. Wonder if maybe I should actually shoot at this boy up here. Would Orvex get a good shot at this dude?
Sure. 5,
Alright.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, if he gets to here, he's up within 5 feet. Actually, that's 5 feet.
If I got up here, would he be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Swoop. Alright, we're gonna take aim, and he will have sneak attack. Unless, of course, he rolls low like a 10.
A 10 misses.
Dang it. That's all he can do with a bonus action. He reloads.
Alright. Alright. See as how Dave just kind of looks down the shoulders like, oh, I'm not as tough as I think I am. Thanks. As Dave is going to move towards the door. realizing how pitifully outmatched she is. He's
Poor
just
Dave.
gonna wait by the door, and that's it for his turn. Which brings us to Todd.
Well,
I'd like to imagine that he's gonna join him in that.
so, I'm trying to remember, but I'm pretty sure. Let me double check something here. Oh, no, unfortunately, I don't get to choose on that. So, we're going to try something different. For our good friend here, since most of our side people are targeting Mr. Threadbare, Talad is going to force on Wongo's Psionic Assault. He needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom save or be stunned until Talad's next turn.
Alright, Alright, he is not immune to this effect, so... What's his DC?
16.
He fails!
There you go. Oh, Chaco.
Yeah.
So now you'll have advantage to hit him and get him out of the way. But that takes his action. And do I have anything bonus action-wise? Let me double-check that. Nope, that's it for Talad.
Alright, next up is Dan.
Oh, Bold isn't as good as I thought it was, so we're gonna go for old faithful. Trabum Lune! Centered right there, so it hits all of the hags. And we're gonna
And they all
upcast
have
it.
disadvantage on this saving throw.
Man, these hags just aren't having a good day.
Nah.
They're on fire and they're being impelled by thorns.
And they have moonlight on them. But
Yeah.
but you know what? Fun counterpoint for debating. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
wholeheartedly. You had it coming.
I never said I felt bad for him.
Oh no, this is my favorite part of the game. How much bullshit can I stack on one dude?
So
All
that'd
right,
be
so-
21 if they fail.
So Baggy fails. Widow Groat fails. Peggy also fails.
Fantastic.
So they all take the full 21 points of radiant damage.
Peggy looking.
Oh, they're getting there. They are definitely getting there.
Ooh, they're trying.
Bonus action. I'm gonna use my final jinx I've got for the day to once again shut her up. Hope she wasn't looking forward to any spells. And that will be my turn.
Dear Lord, if the
All
last
right.
thing we find this thing is another caster, it's going to be a mean fight.
Yeah.
Alright, next up is Lucanu.
Lucanu, seeing that they're still in fire, but having arrows, is just going to make the 4 shots on the same one, so Baggy, I believe.
Alright. Well, it can't really get a good, as good of a sight on her because of the wall of fire, but unless you're able to aim right where it was. But, I suppose if you wanted to aim through the fire, it would be with disadvantage to hit.
Well, it was 13 either way.
Yeah, so 13 misses.
Nat 1, so missed.
Yep.
Lucanu,
9
baby,
will miss.
please.
Oh, Bubble.
Oh, well, that ends her turn. This is the
Roll,
downside of the high-level fighter.
roll 20 is not being nice today.
Yeah.
In your favor and against you. Either way.
Mhm.
Well then, since Enoch has limited options, since he used up both of his spells, it's time to start blasting.
Alright, who are you blasting?
Baggy still. 22.
Eh! With the 21 with disadvantage through the wall, that hits.
5.
So for 5. Alright.
And a 23.
That'll hit.
You gotta remember, Enoch's the eye guy, so that's 10 damage to her in total.
Alright. Anything else for your turn?
I'm a warlock without spell slots. I'm pretty much tapped.
All right. Next up is Zal.
Hey, game theory time. Hi, Vsauce, Michael here. Considering that Zal's big, could he stand? Sorry, wrong thing. Could he stand potentially here or here, and be able to hit this guy?
Considering there's a cage, I'll say it'll cost 10 feet of movement to climb onto the cage and bounce precariously on it.
Yo, check this shit out. Here comes Goldberg.
Hell on the cell.
So yeah, if you could just move him in striking distance of Skellington, please. And he's going to swing with his great axe.
With advantage, because
he's stunned.
Oh, what fun japes we will have today. All right. Nothing really for his dice roll real quick here. So I'm just going to roll 2 d20s, and then we'll just call from there. All right, that's a 23. Do I need to roll the other one?
In case you get
in case I crit. In case I crit. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yep. Either way, that hits, so roll damage.
All right.
So that'd be a D. Is it 1d12? 2d12?
No, it's 2d12 plus 4.
2d12 plus 4.
$20.
For 20. Okay. Oh. As the axe rakes across, you see, it looks like there's straw that falls out from him, but he's still barely standing.
All right, that's going to be Goldberg's turn.
All right, Zeno.
Once again, need a clarification. Which one was the one that hit us with the lightning bolt?
It was the one that was standing in front of straw bundle, Baggy.
Alright, so he's gonna come right here to where he is in line of sight. Basically won't hit anyone else. I don't want to go right here, but... Well, actually, no, he can fly. So he's flying right above Terramane's head. You call that a lightning bolt? This is a lightning bolt, 5th level. Let's fucking go.
Oh yeah.
All right, she's going to automatically fail because it's the wall of fire is blocking her line of sight.
36 points of damage right in her chest.
You hear as she lets out a very painful groan. But you still hear her languishing in pain.
I'm gonna fly over here.
All right.
Just stay back here. I think you're fine. He says to Dave. And that's my turn.
All right. Tyrant Bane.
He's going to close his eyes and speak with Unk in like a quick little brain thing. How about we take a more passive role, Unk?
I do not feel strongly one way or the other. It seems
I
like
love
your
this
friends
man.
have this under control.
Absolutely. Let's aid them. And I will move here. Tyrant Bane has a uncharacteristic smirk on his snout. And he is going to go ahead and cast Aura of Vitality.
Oh!
Okay.
His bonus actions can do 2d6 healing
Hey.
in a
That's
30
amazing.
radius.
So that's me.
Now, I want to show you why he moved here. They can't move more than 30 feet from him. So they can't back away and out. They have to either let the dog have them or fry.
Or walk through the spike growth.
Yes. Or in the moonbeam.
Rabbit, I fucking love you. Holy shit, that's beautiful.
I played too much Warhammer. This is all this is.
Also,
And then bonus action, he's going to go ahead and throw out his hand, and a little flail snail will go ahead and attach onto Yuki and heal Yuki. For come on,
oh, no.
It's something.
Oh, no.
20.
2
Roll 20 is definitely mean tonight.
for 2. Let it be known that although he's a follower of Anka, Tyrant Bane is one of the more active members, not more of the passive ones.
Yeah.
Which is ironic considering your god is all about inaction.
It's waiting. It's being the sentinel until you're needed. And then, oh, God help you. It's like the Custodes. But anyway, that's my turn.
All right, well,
Minotaur Custodes.
as it is the hag's turn.
That's their moonbeam because they're starting in it.
Yep, and they get disadvantage on the save. Baggy fails. Widow Groat fails. And Peggy fails.
Fantastic. Do they also take damage from the firewall starting in it as well, or is it ending in it that they take damage
It's at
from?
the end of their turn.
Okay.
You hear, "Ah!" And a painful barking as you manage to see one form just erupt entirely into holy light and flames. Let's see. So
I'm gonna double check to make sure this.
Oh, there's something even better about that now that there's one down.
Yep.
Above game, I believe we've turned off their coven spells they could have gotten.
Oh, is that how it works? Like Palamporum rules?
So with hags, when they're in a coven, they get unique spells that they normally don't get to cast. If you wipe out one of the coven, they are no longer a coven, and
Oh,
they
shit.
don't get access to any of those spells anymore.
So it is like twin magic in Final Fantasy IV. Sick.
Pretty much, yeah.
Milla, did they just do what I think they just did?
Where'd they go?
Oh god damn it, they did, didn't they? They just noped the fuck out of here, didn't they?
They can't move more than 30 feet from me.
Even in the ethereal plane, that's still true.
Yeah.
Ankh won't like that. Do they want to bother the snail?
I could have just turned invisible.
Is that,
No.
Bill
hags
is
can
just
go to
silent
the
right now because he's like,
ethereal
oh, shit,
plane.
they're right.
The worst thing about night hags, they can just nope into the ethereal plane and leave.
Well, that's actually a contested thing because we placed them in a wall of fire, and they need a very specific object to do that. That was also in a wall of fire. So Milla,
There's also the moonbeams. I think I have basically the equivalent of a mini Geas on them.
Well, above game, their turn passes. Mr. Threadneedle is paralyzed. It's now Rue's turn.
Above game, are they? I know we can't see them. Are they still in the wall of fire?
Above game, I know where they're at, but where would the fun be in that if I told you where they were?
The truth!
I mean,
It'd be the truth!
I mean, I have to roll damage for the fire if they are still within 10 feet of it and or in it.
I think with the ethereal plane is a separate plane entirely, so technically speaking, they might not be, air quotes, in it.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
they could
I'm
still be
just
standing
checking
there.
to make sure. I'm sure that's the case, but I just want to know if I've got a roll or not.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to roll because they didn't take the damage. I'll see that.
Okay.
All right, Rue, it's your turn.
Is there anything that I can do?
Wait a second, Mill. I have a very important question.
What's that?
We know for a fact that you can't actually leave the Tomb of the Nine Gods due to the magic placed upon it by a Sirak. They just tried
That
to
is
plane
true.
shift.
Or did they?
I'm saying the ethereal plane is a different plane of existence. So that just depends on the magic of the setting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
I suppose we may be able to find out next turn.
Okay.
Can't really do anything. Yeah, you know what? She's just gonna take out her bow and hold action. If they appear anywhere near her, she'll do a heckin' smack.
All right. All right. Elise, it's your turn. You're now no longer paralyzed.
Alright. So, she's gonna shake her head and regain her senses. She's gonna call out to the group. Be on your guard. They could be anywhere. And good news, I'm gonna drop concentration on spike growth.
All right.
However, that's gonna be bad news for Straw Boy here because it's gonna be replaced with magic weapon.
All right. Oh, for the record, take that spell slot back. You technically already had it up, which, yeah. From
Oh
last
yeah,
session,
when you were gone, Mila cast magic weapon on your thingamajiggy.
Well,
yeah, because you basically went ham, literally, on a set of werebores with that in your bow.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah,
Well, no.
so take the spell slot back. You already had that up, which take a damage
Well,
into account. Yeah, they're
it's-
still
Aren't they
up.
both? Aren't they both concentration though? Spike
Yeah.
growth and magic
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
But
is
what
why-
he's saying
first
is
one
I
is-
spent my last level 2 spell slot to cast spike growth, so I don't have any spell slots
Oh,
left. It's level 2.
yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
There you. I was for snookered. I was schmeckledorfed.
Yeah, I
See,
should've
I
specified
forgot
that
about
earlier.
that. If I would have known that, I would have just kept magic weapon back up.
Oh well.
Oh, that's right.
You
That's
still have-
fine.
Yeah.
But I think I still do have all 4 of my level 1s left. In that case, we'll just do that on Straw Boy instead.
All right.
And I'll go ahead and shoot.
All right.
That's a nat 20.
All right.
Oh, fun.
I don't even need you to roll the damage on this, but
There, just for
Okay.
shits and giggles.
just for shits and giggles, yeah.
He's dead.
Rip.
As your arrow flies true and it hits Mr. Threatening Needle square in the head, it's weird. You see the illusion fall as you see that his head looks like a bag of straw. As he just collapses onto the floor, just clings to the ground. As he also has a satchel, which also just kind of rolls around as well.
Yeah, well, can't really shoot anything else, so that's, well, let's go ahead and, would I get hurt if I moved here by the firewall?
No, you would not get. Well, yeah, we did specify that the wall of fire does stretch up to here, so yeah.
She'll stay where she is then. That'll be turn.
All right. Next is Yuki.
Yuki's gonna hunker down here and hold action until she sees Peggy pop back up again, if Peggy pops back up again.
All right. So if she sees her, she'll attack? Is that what it's
Yes.
saying? All right. Next up is Kawasha. Who... What would Kawasha do? Rabbit?
I'm gonna have him cast Barkskin and take a defensive position behind Elise. Yes.
All right. Dan.
Actually, Dave.
Oh,
I'm lower.
Dave. He's just
Er-
panicking. Where is she? Where are they? Next up is Talad.
Yeah, I gotta see what he can do, which probably isn't anything. Yeah, no. So he's just gonna stay where he is and hold up his mace.
All right, Dan.
Dan's gonna frantically look around the room. No! No! Get back here, you bitch! I'll find you again! There's nowhere you can hide! I will haunt your dreams as you've done mine! You will know no rest! I will be sated! Ah! And he's gonna just... It's not gonna do anything, but he's gonna move the moonbeam back and forth and put it back where it was. Just to do something, anything.
All right. Next up is Lucanu then.
Yeah, Lucano's just gonna like not know where they are and just keep scanning the room. That's all they can really do.
All right, how about you, Enoch?
Enoch will just default to something that I know above game won't work, but it's the only thing he can do right now. So do. Eldritch Sight.
All right.
Do you want?
As you're kind of scanning around the room with your Eldritch Sight, you do detect something magical coming from in the balcony above. Something divination?
Would Enoch be able to spend 10 feet of his movement to climb up the wall and get to right in front of him?
Let's see.
I mean, he's basically quasi-standing on a table already.
Make an athletics check, I'll say.
Oh boy. This will be great. It's got +1 to it because I never moved my floating +1. 18.
Yeah, you managed to expend 10 feet and climb your way up.
Alright, Enoch will fish out whatever's in here and see what it is. Oh, why'd you move up there?
Oh, yeah, I grabbed you by mistake, so my apologies.
Okay.
But yeah, as you're looking around in his bag, let's see. Treasures that Mr. Threadneedle had. Where is it? Yeah, there's a couple things in here. There's a you detect one ping of divination magic as well as one transmutation magic.
Okay, and what are the actual items as he just pulls them out?
You see there's a varnished eye, which is giving off the divination magic, as well as one small lustrous black marble.
Enoch will take both and, was it my action to fish those out?
Sure.
Okay, well then I don't really have anything unless you'll let me throw them as a bonus action.
Tell you what, free interact object, you can use your action or bonus action to throw them out.
Enoch's gonna yell, Dan, magic items, now! Throws it at him.
Alright, and he'll go to catch them. Do I need to roll anything?
Dex check, I guess.
Flat dex. 19.
Yeah, oddly enough, you managed to catch the glass eye and the small black marble.
All right.
He's just gonna yell, "Find out what they do and use them."
All right, it's gonna take a bit to do that, and I'm sure I'll need to wait for my turn if we're still in combat. Let's see. Although Identify is a first level spell, I could just cast it as a spell instead of a
That's
ritual.
basically what he's yelling at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
All
I will
right.
do that.
All right, Zal is up next. And I'm guessing he's just going to wait to see if anything appears.
Yep,
to attack.
that's pretty much it. He's just gonna drop down from the hell in the cell, and he's just gonna go ahead and stand with his axe ready.
All right. Zeno, it's your turn.
All right, Zeno's gonna be looking around, trying to see if he notices anything. I'm going to hold action to Chaos Bolt whenever something shows up, or someone shows up. I don't care who it is.
All right.
But can I roll like an investigation or something, like see if I can, like if there's like if I can catch anything catches my eye?
What's your passive? What's your passive investigation?
10.
10. You take a quick glance around. You don't notice anything.
What's the matter? We kill one of your friends and all of a sudden you're really cowardly? That's kind of a shame.
Tirebane, it's your turn.
Bonus action, we're gonna go ahead and heal Yuki for another 2d6. That's 9.
There we
The
go.
snail, the snail is crawling around Yuki. Just imagine it's just crawling over the wounds and just making them better.
Is it wrong? I just
Yeah.
imagine the little flails like doing a shiatsu on Yuki's back.
Yeah, a little bit. Like
Yeah. Just like the little massage heads, just vibrate the pain away. All right.
and for my main action, I'm going to close my eyes, and I am going to go ahead and Divine Sense. They couldn't have fled. They can't flee. So they have to be somewhere.
You can't exactly pinpoint where their signature is, per se, but you do sense, desecration in this area, and now that you've had some time to think about it, you sense a great evil and undead presence coming from behind the wall.
I don't smell them specifically, but there's something terrible behind that gate. Rally, guard. On your guards. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, next up. Oh, come on. Get on the right layer. As appearing right next to you, Dan.
My held action goes off.
My hell action goes off.
Yuki's
All
too
right.
far away to hit him.
All right, who had their held actions? Rue.
Me. Where the heck is my quarterstaff? There you are. You know what? Roll 20. Carry on.
All right, Zeno, who are you wanting the Chaos Bolt?
First one that showed up, so that's...
Peggy technically was the first to appear.
Right here, I think.
This is Peggy here. Widow Groat is the other one.
This one.
The head, ants on her head.
Yeah.
A 16 will miss.
Damn it. Damn it.
All right.
It's
I'm gonna
okay.
get some water, that's alright.
Take heart, Dan. You have so many benefits.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I think Lucado had held an action, right?
That's
you can take a
right.
Oh, yeah. So that's one attack. Do. 17.
17 would hit. Who's you gonna hit? Willow Groat or
Probably the
Peggy?
closer one.
That would be Peggy.
Yep, so that's 13 damage, probably half down to 6.
Yep, half down to 6. All right. All right. That's all for their turn, really, because it takes their action to get out of the to move between the ethereal plane in here. So,
Good.
Mr. Thread Needle is there, and you just see Willow Grow just says, "No, give the eye back." And you see Peggy just moan and with a definite concerned look on her face.
Oh, these are mine now. You're not getting them back.
All right, Rue, it's your turn.
This might be funny.
Perform the pro gamer move.
I'm going to hope. I don't know if this is a terribly bad idea or a very amusing idea. Which one is not Peggy?
The one right next to you.
So, okay, so that's not Peggy.
Yeah, she's got gold coins over her eyes and a swarm of ants just crawling all over her head.
Cool. This
Gross.
is going to drop Firewall.
Okay.
Polymorph.
It has no effect because she's a shape changer.
Another biscuit. I had a feeling that was risky. Okay, that's all I can do.
All right, Elise, it's your turn.
All right. This is the one that isn't Peggy, right?
Yep, the one that's closest to you over in front of Dan.
All right. Well, upside down triangle is gonna appear over her head as bonus action moving Hunter's Mark onto her.
Yep.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
No worries, Deluna.
And here we go. 18,
Hits.
20 piercing, 5 hunters, and Colossus Slayer since she's taken damage.
Yep.
So that's 32 piercing damage, probably cut in half because non-magical.
Yep. So 32 down to 16.
Gross.
Actually, that'd be that. This was. Yep. She's still up. Go at it, Billy Mays.
All right, second sharpshooter. 23.
Hits.
Ooh.
25, cut down to probably 12.
Yep. She is looking rough.
And Elise is going to... Would it be an athletics check to basically like jump down to the bottom floor from the top area?
Athletics or acrobatics, and I'll say you can try and land this thing here without taking any damage.
Well, I've got better athletics because of Kubazan, so we're going to do that.
Sure.
24. So
Yep,
she pretty much just gets on top of the railing, just springboards off of it, does a front flip in the air, and then just lands crouched on the table with her bow pointed at what's her name? And she's gonna look at Dan and go, Dan, now finish your justice.
Dan will nod.
All
A
right.
glint in
Next
his
up is
eye.
Yuki.
Could Yuki stay right here and attack Peggy out of curiosity?
She could, yes.
Alright, then that's what she's gonna do. May come to no surprise to anyone, I'm planning on putting a moonbeam directly on top of Peggy. That's a 22.
22 will hit Peggy.
Oh wait, no, I was on the wrong sheet. Whoopsie. We're
Should be
doing a big bite. Can I still get the 22 from before?
Yeah, I'll allow that attack roll to hit, so...
So that's 9 piercing damage. As she,
Alright.
once again, whips her back and forth like a chew toy.
Is that magical?
I don't believe so.
All right, so that's halved up to 4 then.
I don't think Enlarged Familiar adds magical damage to her bites. Choice 1d8 plus a modifier. Still cannot attack. Yeah, no, it doesn't mention that it adds magical damage to it. She's just
All right.
beat.
Sounds good. Kawasha's up next. Rabbit.
Kawasha, let's see what Kawasha's going to do. Kawasha's going to go ahead and do... let's see. Yeah, we'll do Produce Flame. I think that's what we'll do.
All right.
All right. Zoop. 22
Hits.
4 fire damage on the one that's not Peggy.
Yep. As the fire was not as effective as I thought it could have been, it still said just Widowgrowth.
There you go.
All right. Orvex.
All right, he's gonna aim for this one right here. Hibberski. 22 to hit, 5 damage, and then with sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. Additional 2d6.
An extra
Very
10.
nice. So for 15, round that down to 7. She's still barely standing.
Bonus action reload.
All right. Next up is Dave. You fucking bitch. She's just gonna run up and stab. Because now she
Dave.
sees like it's rough. Buddy misses.
Oh, buddy.
Rolled a 4.
But doesn't Dave have inspiration watching the comrades that brought him out of the cave?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, okay.
Next up is Talad.
Well, Talad is
Gold
actually
star.
going to do the bravest thing ever, if only to mess with them, and because he may really want to find out what Dan is holding. He's going to move down, reach between Yuki's legs, and gently tap Dan on the shoulder. Greater invisibility.
Ooh.
And then he is going to end his turn stepping back out of range of any hags and ending his turn here. It looks like tap on. Good luck.
Thank you.
Impressive. All right. Dan, you're invisible. What do you do?
Right. Well, first things first. Making sure I avoid the children and all my friends. I'm just gonna place this right here, I think. Actually, let's make it so people can actually walk up and hit her from sides. Right there.
All
So
right.
it'll be 4d10s of damage to her.
Let's see. What's your DC?
And my DC is 16.
16. She passes, but no. Ah! As you just see her form just burn to a crisp.
Then while I'm invisible, I have... actually, I'll wait on that. There's still another hag to be killed. As much as Dan would love to monologue right now, there's another presence here to deal with.
And immediately you just see Widow Groke just looking at the rest like, wait, no, we can be civilized, can't we? Can't we? As the Kanu, it's her turn.
Yeah. 12, no. 10, no. 23, yes.
Yep.
And 1. So she takes a total of 4 damage. But no, there's no civilized.
All right.
Pretty civilized shot.
All right, Enoch. That'll bring us to you then.
Well, Enoch might have been perched on the railing because he might have been prepared to try to hold Peggy in place. But he sees that that's resolved, so he's just like, fuck it, I'm not a hero today. 12 doesn't hit, but does the second. 25, yes.
All right, Enoch.
7 force
As
damage.
your Eldritch Blast raids out, and as she winces in pain from the arrow being shot in the chest, you hit her in the back of the head as she gets flung forward and collapses into a pile. As the dust settles from combat, the ants begin to scatter from Willow Groat's head, and the gas just slowly stopping from coming out of Peggy Deadbell's mouth. A quiet begins to fill the air as combat is over.
Dan's gonna land on the ground, and even though he's, unless Talad ends the greater invisibility, he's probably still invisible.
No, he's not going to keep concentrating on that. That's a high-level spell, and he's scared.
No, that's fair. Dan's gonna look down at Peggy's corpse. I've done it. Actually dead. Finally and truly dead.
Dave just runs up to you and just starts grabbing onto your shoulders. Yeah, we did it.
He'll look to Dave, sharing in the elation. We've done it! Ding dong, the hag is dead! After 22 years, I'm finally free! Her shadow is lurking behind every corner. Every new person is secretly working for her because she's finally dead! I don't think I've ever been so happy in all my life!
Or mine either, really.
He'll put his arm around Dave.
Oh, Dave hugs you back super hard. And he just kind of looks over. Granny would be proud.
She would. Oh, maybe I'll start trying to be more social. When we get back to Port Nyanzaru, maybe we'll stay at the Thundering Lizard. Why not? What do I have to be afraid of anymore, right?
Well, baby steps. Baby steps?
Right.
Zeno walks or flies over to Dan. I think we could start by getting out of here first there, Dan.
Right. He'll straighten his hair out a little bit. There's still work to be done after all.
Also to figure out what those things in your hands are.
Right. Well, since there's no immediate threat, I can probably take the time to.
In my tribe, when you kill something of great mark or something that's wronged the clan, or in your case your coven, right?
Right.
It's customary in my tribe to take a trophy from the being who wronged you so. Much like the Great Feathered One. Or long story short, you want me to cut off this thing's head? And I just point the sword at Peggy.
Dan will look down at her. No, I want the peg leg, and see if she has anything else of value on her too. But no, I think the peg leg's a good reminder.
You want anything inside the sack of skin? As he'll flip it open with his sword hand, and I imagine several things tumble out because they need at least one thing to go ethereal.
Mm.
Yeah, you see that in each of their bags, you see there's a red stole that's oddly shaped like a heart that's just kind of tumbles out of each of their bags that they have on their hips. And out of Peggy's bags, you do see there are more of those beads that are like those small black marbles.
Mm.
What are these things? More hag magic?
Likely. Give me just a second, and I'll begin identifying all these.
Oh, yeah. Tirebane's gonna sit cross-legged and just pull up Peggy's leg onto his lap and just start hewing.
Ellie's just Family Guy falls onto the floor.
I suppose we're taking a rest then.
I was just saying, like, I don't know about you guys, but I think a rest is deserved at this point.
I agree.
We've earned it.
We can each camp out in some of these rooms if we need to.
Don't camp out in the room that the Scarecrow Man came out of, because it will just make you inexorably hungry, and we'll have to uncurse you. And we don't even know about some of the other rooms what happens.
I could go. We could probably take a short rest. I advise against a long one, but
that's fair.
If
Yeah.
if
And-
you need anything, if you need any healing, or if you're wounded, I just imagine the snail is just crawling over Yuki's head. just
I feel like if you were tied.
just go ahead and touch it. Just go ahead and touch that. That's a symbol of Ankh. It'll heal you.
Could use a little healing.
And then you little ones, and she says, looking at the straw children.
Oh, you did it! The hags are gone! Wait, that means we can say their names. The Joho just kind of wheels up. Yeah! Peggy always was a bitch of a witch. You just see Joel just kind of wits over a little bit, and as he coughs up, you just see a little bit of stuffing come out of his mouth. Sorry. And then Clay No Face just kind of dances around, and Straw Bundle runs up and wipes a mouth, just like molds a mouth onto his face. I'm happy you did it. Stupid widow Groat. The ants always creep me out. They always crawled all over me and left their footprints on my face. I don't like it.
Terrible.
So then tell me, little ones, is there anything that we can actually do for you?
Well,
We're obviously going to attempt to get out, but...
Yeah, if you take us with you, and Straw Bundle waddles right up to you. Yeah. If you could, take us with you.
Very well then.
Enoch will just kind of like motion at Rue, just like away from the children.
She'll just hold up a wait here finger. She'll just mosey on over.
She's just becoming the most deadpan Disney princess, covered in lizards and birds and little doll babies. And
All right, so
I'm gonna say
doing a
Dan
short
was
rest
adopting
above
these
game, right?
children regardless.
Yeah. Enoch's just gonna look to Rue. So we might want to wait till we do anything for these children, because I don't know what will happen to their souls, other than if they leave those bodies, the death curse.
She kind of sadly nods. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't really know anything about their slow motion situation, really.
Yeah, my
but
go-to would be just... Oh, go ahead.
What else can we do, though? Can't leave them here.
My best bet would be try to get Tyrant Bane to cast Remove Curse and put them to rest, but then again, Death Curse, so... It just... Maybe we'll have him hang with Zal. Zal can try to keep him from getting blown up or something.
Straw Bundle just kind of wanders up to you, Rue, and she just kind of extends her hand and just like, you know that gif of like the small child just put their hands up looking for uppies? She just does.
Oh no, they're pulling a wick!
And you know her, she's typically very stern, and you see her face melt a little. She'll lean down and then pick it up.
This is the weirdest time to have
Alright.
flashbacks to goblin children.
So, Bugley, we're taking a short rest, correct?
Yeah, I don't need any long.
unless
ones. I
we can
go
take
short.
unless we can take a long rest. I mean, full disclosure, I only got 2 spell slots. They're both first level.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
I
we
blew
might-
the best of the best of the best, sir, on my thingies.
We do
I'd
all...
like to reiterate I have no level 2 slots, so I have no magic weapon access.
Yeah, we
I've
are
got-
yeah, we are kind of burnt out of both ends.
I mean,
Yeah,
we also still have that pathway on the other side of the gears that's just a stairway up that we just kind of ignored
Mhm.
because we had hags. So, I mean,
Was there
there's
actually
also
was there
the
actually
door
something
behind
behind this?
Yes, when I use my divine sense, there's a great and powerful, just malevolent evil behind that.
Okay.
there might also be possibly that voice that we heard, because we only know that it lived under the water of the Gears of Madness, and we're technically under the Gears of Madness now.
That is true.
So, I mean, for
Also-
Enoch, it's fine. If he gets an hour, he can just Misty Step his way across the dangerous vortex of the gears, or even try to work on the mechanism with Animate Object to see if he can't control the gears.
Let's see. At this point, you see Joho just kind of saunter up towards you, Enoch. And you just see, the unicycle just kind of turning, and Joel just kind of looks up at you and says, "Yeah, that was so much fun." And Dan, Clay No Face will actually make his way up to you with his mouth open and said, "Yeah, that was amazing what you all did to them." And they each kind of extend their two hands like they want uppies as well.
Oh, Dan's absolutely gonna pick up No Clayface and put him on his shoulder.
All right.
I'm
How about you,
currently
Enoch?
Ritual
I was about to
casting.
say, Enoch has canonically helped raise goblin children since a young age, so he has mastered the art of only flinching with his eyes, which at this point is his eye. So he will definitely lift up this horrifying abomination that a child's soul is trapped in and just hold in his arms like a child.
All right, so let's get this out of the way. Since you have each picked up one of the dolls, Rue, you get a special charm.
Oh,
While you have Straw Bundle in your possession, this charm allows you to cast the Etherealness spell as an action. No components required. After it's used 3 times, the charm vanishes.
okay. Etherealness.
Yep.
Really good in this fight.
Dan, with Clay No Face's charm, while you have him in your possession, you don't need to eat, drink, or breathe.
Welcome to the club.
These benefits last for 30 days while the doll is in your possession, after which the charm vanishes from you.
So Dan and Enoch are just gonna be on the night watch from now on.
Nice.
This is what it's like,
I
huh?
mean, you still need to sleep. Enoch's now got to.
Now you know.
And speaking of Enoch, while you have Joho in your possession, you gain the benefit of a helm of comprehend languages, which lasts for 7 days while it's in your possession.
Neat. So now I understand everyone, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a war trophy out of the peg leg for Dan. Just using the flame tongue blade to cauterize where I hewn off the peg leg at.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that in actually part of Tyrant Bane's ceremonial cloth. He's gonna go ahead and wrap that, and then take some of the little nice Chulton gold bits that we found around here, and then just press it into the wood to keep the sash there. And I'm gonna go ahead and hold it up to Zal, and in Chulton, and in Amu, I'm gonna go. You think that's good? You think that's good for Dan? It's his first glory kill after all.
Maybe. I think it is.
Good. Azunk's blessing. Zal, you?
Sol just kind of, after the first time in a while, just kind of rubs the back of his hand. Yes, I think so.
Good. And then I will walk over to Dan with this peg leg war trophy that I made.
That's Dave. Dan is here.
I'm gonna walk over to Dave.
But this is Dave. That's Dan.
Oh no! I'm coming down.
You need to start wearing like a tag or something. Hi,
Oh,
my
no.
name is Dave. Hi, my name is Dan.
I was waiting for Dave's not here, man.
Oh no!
Zeno's gonna look at the peg leg and look at Dan. You know, if you ever need to make anything with or make a wand, I think that'd be the most fitting thing to make it out of.
True. Dan's gonna take the peg leg very gingerly with a smile on his face.
Tyrant Bane is going to unsheath his sword, and he is going to salute at you with his sword.
Dan's gonna salute back as best he can. He doesn't have his sword, so it's just with his hand.
I think you're understanding our ways more and more, Dan. I'm proud of you. This is a momentous occasion for you.
Thank you. I'm proud of myself. There were days I didn't think this day would ever come, yet here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Oh.
All right, now I should get to identifying these things.
Oh yes. Of course. I'll leave you to it. And then I'll look over at Zal, and then just give like a thumbs up in a moment, and go, he liked it.
All right. So, as you're going to cast Identify on the various items. Actually, you also, yeah, as you're kind of looking over the stuff that's there, a very lustrous, like reddish black looking gem as you're looking at it. Oh yeah. As you're looking this over, oh yeah. Night hags are notorious for having heartstones. They're lustrous black gems that allow a night hag to become ethereal while it's in their possession. And it's said that through certain rituals, heartstones can be used to cure any disease.
And we've got 3 of them.
Specific ritual to do that. Yes.
The only downside is I think they break if a person that isn't evil is using them. I think there's like a catch like that or something somewhere in the description. But
it can cure any disease, but you must kick puppies.
Yes, exactly. Aww. That's how it works.
Look, I don't make the rules. This is how the cosmos laid out.
Unless it says so somewhere else, I might have peeked at the stat block when we were done. I don't think it actually clarifies that.
No, so I'm going to rule that it's still whole.
I was pretty sure there was something that hags have that breaks if you're not evil and use it too much.
I think they call that being a hag.
True.
I think that's the other thing that we wouldn't naturally touch, because I think that's the bag of flesh.
Yes. As you're kind of looking over, yeah. That's the next thing you identify is that each of the hags had a soul bag.
Oh, that sounds gnarly.
That sounds amazing.
When an even humanoid dies as a result of a night hag's haunting, the hag catches a soul in this black bag made of stitched flesh. It can only hold one evil soul at a time, and only the night hag who crafted the bag can catch a soul with it.
List to us.
So it's hags that catch evil souls in bags?
Yeah, so above game, how it works is night hags are part of the soul trade down in the hells. They trade souls to devils and demons for whatever reason, for profit or whatever. So they catch souls in the mortal realm, corrupt them, make people evil, steal their souls, sell them to devils and demons to make more devils and demons.
Oh, so they're corruptors, and once they go evil, they snake them, throw the soul in the bag, and then trade it at the cash shop in hell. Okay.
Pretty much.
Rad.
Avernus is a very fun module.
Played it, but it looked interesting.
Didn't get as far as I wanted to with that campaign because of a certain TPK, but hoping to visit it sometime in the future.
What about all these small black beads?
Both games, those are beads of whole calf. Oh shit.
I don't know why, but I almost misheard you say bees instead of beads.
Yeah, just load them up in Yuki. It'll be like, you know, when Yoshi grabs a watermelon, it'll be great. You know it. You know it.
It's kind of weird as you're going to cast Identify on it. You're not exactly sure what to make of the small black bee. It's weird. You're able to detect like a flick bit of transmutation magic, but you're not able to ascertain what exactly it does.
Odd. All right, so let's brief everybody. So the red and black gems are Heartstone. This allows the hags to go to the ethereal plane, but now since we have them, we can go into the ethereal plane, one per person, so 3 of us can do that. They can also heal any disease. On the other hand, this, he picks up the soul bag, is worthless to us. It is a bag that the hags use to collect souls in. Gross and not our problem anymore. We can set that on fire and no one can use it ever again. And I have no idea what these black gems are, but they have some sort of transmutation magic on them. I just can't seem to identify them with my spell.
Is that unusual?
Is usually I'd be able to. So either the transmutation magic on this is a curse, or just something I can't identify for some reason.
Rue will look down at the little children. Do you know what they are?
Not really. We've never seen him use those before.
How about you,
As
Dave?
Strawbundle chimes in. Sorry, Rabbit.
How about you, Dave? Ever say anything like that?
No. I haven't seen them use them either.
And I think this is the first time we've seen this in this temple.
I have a thought, but I'm not sure if we should risk it or not. It's possible because this is transmutation magic on these. How many are there? 3 or...
In total, between what you got from Mr. Threadneedle and from Peggy, there are 6 in total.
Okay, so my theory is probably not going to pan out. Because I figured it might be 1 for each of the children, and maybe it turns them back. Maybe Mr. Threadneedle is a similar situation, but if there's 6, that's way more than we have children and Threadneedle.
I could rummage through the straw, see if I could find one. I don't think the straw itself is going to attack me.
No, I think my thought was maybe that these would transform, well, or did transform them initially into their current forms, and maybe it could turn them back, but I have no way of properly knowing without trying, and Lord only knows what that will actually do to them if I'm wrong.
There is another consideration, and she'll look at the bag of souls. Same might be true for that. Perhaps it won't be wise to burn it exactly right now. Not exactly savvy in the ways of necromancy, however. There could be souls trapped within that need to be released at some point, whenever we've taken care of... And she'll just kind of motion in the general area of the temple.
Possible these are souls that they had?
Maybe Wither's book holds a clue?
I mean, sure, I can take a crack at it. Enoch will sit down, one arm holding Joho and the other pulling out Wither's notebook.
Story time with Enoch.
Children, this is the story of...
This is
Tale
the
of
story
death and despair and torture traps.
No, for Enoch, it'd mostly just be, wow, this is much more comfortable than having to do this while looking up at pictograms on a wall. Where do you think goblins keep their language? But yeah, do I get anything out of the book?
Give me an intelligence check for me, Enoch.
Oh, boy. Five.
Yeah, and we'll say you managed to do this over the course of a short rest. Yeah, you're not able to really see anything in Withers' journal about And he mentions the small black marbles.
Yeah,
Or small black gems.
Withers wasn't exactly high management. If I'm starting to get from this notebook, he was mostly just the kiss up. If anything, I want to try to figure out more about that gear mechanism up top, but it looks like I'm probably going to have to savvy that myself. And that's after we figure out what's on the other side of that chasm.
I won't be I won't be at my full strength, but I can go ahead and still. I still have a good sword arm. I can go ahead.
Here's my question.
What is your question?
Do we only have the final or the final boss left, basically?
As far as I'm aware, there's at least one other thing in the way here, and that's that thing that was speaking in our heads. And we might be on the same floor as it. And from what I hear, it is something as scary as the guy who made this place.
I wouldn't. It's behind that gate, from what I can gather. Oh, since Aura Vitality lasts an hour, and we took a short rest, can I just say that the snail just crawled around everybody and just healed everyone?
So Yuki would be back to her normal size because enlarge only lasts a minute.
Up to a minute for Aura.
Oh, it lasts up to a minute. I thought that said hour. Nope, I'm looking at something else. All right, well, we're just going to have to do more primitive aid. I'm just going to slap myself in the chest and heal myself for 40.
All right.
All right, so from the sound of it, we just want to soldier on. We don't want to investigate more of the gears. I guess we can just figure that out whenever we need to get out of here later.
All right.
Above game, I'm at full health.
Away.
So,
Oh yeah,
Enoch, I believe you have all of the skeleton keys. Yes, Enoch.
Yeah, he'll just go over and be like, "Okay, can you like wrap your arms like around the shoulder, Joho?
Oh.
Just kind of hang on."
Oh, sure. As he just kind of latches onto the collar around your neck, and it just kind of
Wait a
waves
second.
on. You just kind of feel the wheel just kind of spinning just a little bit to try to help him lift up just a touch.
Wait a second, Joho. Hold on there. And then Enoch will actually reach in because one of the things he did like a while ago because he was growing all the metal bits was take off his poncho. He's just going to pull it out and fashion a papoose.
Amazing.
Aww.
Yeah, so now they're just resting comfortably across his back.
That's adorable.
All right. Fantastic.
Yeah, just don't ask what Joho looks like, and it's adorable. But
Artist, you know what you must do. Draw Joho in a papoose.
Cuteness is in the eye of the beholder, okay? It's
no,
adorable.
and we left the beholder 2 floors above.
You never have to interact with the beholder. It all works.
Yeah, we're
Someone's
gonna go
gonna look over at Enoch.
We're gonna go ahead and beat a Sirac, and we're just gonna be like, so yeah, there's always a beholder down there. You should probably just cave in the whole place. Anyway.
You should really get that checked out. Anyways.
All right, I'll assume as this is going on, Enoch, you're taking each of the keys as the recesses have been revealed and the metallic portions perfectly fit into each one of those recesses.
Yep. All right, guys.
And as you go to insert the last one in, all of the heads simultaneously turn. As you see with the slow grind, the door raises to the ceiling, revealing a 10-foot wide passage that descends down 20 feet. And let me get the right reveal tool here.
Real quick, we took a short rest, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't tell with all the hit dice that have been rolled.
You know, I just might just go ahead and roll hit dice and just go ahead and reassign myself hit because I completely forgot about hit dice. Believe me, when I do one-offs, they don't come up a whole lot in conversation.
Nope.
It's
They don't
fair.
come up at all that much to begin with.
Hopefully this won't be too intense. I've only got my first levels, my second levels, and a couple of fourths.
Bees.
All right.
So I would ask a question. We should have asked this while we were doing the rest. We just killed 3 night hags. Is there a chance we might have leveled?
Because it was a short rest? No.
All right.
Dang it.
You sure we don't
All
want
right.
to do a long
Oh.
rest?
Can I Family Guy fall over for 7 more hours?
Yeah.
That'd be metagaming, guys.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're doing this. Though. All right, let's go.
All right. As the stairs descend further down.
Oh, it's a
Oh.
gross baby.
Oh.
Fuck that. Fuck
Oh.
that.
God, I'm getting
Fuck
cracked.
that.
Flashback.
Fuck
fine.
that.
Ho, 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 ho. Just a second.
I'm
Where's
ready
the-
to just roll because Zeno's gonna cast Fly on himself again.
As you descend further down and make your way out to here, crumbling balconies overlook a pool of lava filling this triangular chamber, above which is suspended an enormous crystal cylinder held in place by 3 adamantine struts. Wraith-like forms swirl inside the cylinder, and otherworldly screams hang in the air. 4 long, writhing tentacles sprout from the cylinder's cap. A shriveled monstrosity the size of an elephant floats near the cylinder. Its body is wet and malformed. Its arms and legs are atrophied, and its oversized head drips black goo. The creature is attached to the cylinder by a twisted umbilical cord.
You got something you're trying to say, Pendleton Ward? Got something?
I
This
would
is right
say
at
you
a
got-
fucking.
Some,
Is there a
things.
is there a fucking reason why you put demon baby in my
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
dungeon?
I'm gonna say Enoch's gonna like just full face turn to the group. We're not ready for this right now. Can I just put up a wall?
Yeah, that's.
Do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Enoch's just going to immediately be like, everybody get back away from 10 minutes and immediately cast Fabricate. We are not going into the Soulmonger right now.
That is endgame level shit.
Yeah, we
That's
need-
Zeno says that in character.
that's well,
See, there's like enough wood and stuff around here. You can use that to kind of fabricate a.
Oh no, I can do it out of the floor unless the floor resists me. Because we
The
discovered
floor does
that-
resist.
Okay, yeah, still, I will use enough wood. I don't care. We also have a metal cage behind us.
Yeah.
the
You
metal
can use
cage.
the wood. Basically, you can make like an iron rot door, basically, in order to put that in front of there.
Yeah,
I
you know,
love
just
about this. We all just looked in there and agreed, nope, fuck that, and
Yep.
closed
Oh yeah.
the door.
Oh yeah, that's cursed, all right.
let's just get up all of our energy and make sure we are ready for this, okay, everyone?
Sure.
Good news, Enoch.
Yes.
I think I found the source of what I was smelling.
Enoch is going to face palm, and you're going to hear a loud metal clang.
I just figure you should know.
I
In the
gathered.
In the meantime, we could do as you suggested and check out the other. She'll wave up the stairs hall.
Yeah. Let's first get a full day's rest. Check that out. Then possibly another full day's rest and deal with that. Because luckily, it did not look like the giant horrid abomination is going anywhere.
I don't
It's stuck
think
in
it
that
was.
room.
I don't think it was aware of us.
And
Keep it that way.
Yeah. And I thank Shanti, Unk, Papazato, and every other god that it did not seem to care.
Yet.
Rue.
That was
Okay.
Caitlin.
Okay.
That was Caitlin.
I was about to say, we were going to have the biggest roll shift.
No, that was Caitlin. That was not real.
So yeah, Bill, how about we have a long rest and considering we're only about 30 minutes from our usual end time, do we want to just spend that time leveling?
Yeah.
Yeah, what
me.
level are we?
Yeah.
What
Go
level are
ahead and yeah, go ahead and start to do your long rest and yeah, go ahead and hit that 11th level.
Woohoo!
11th level?
Yes.
Oh.
You not only passed double digits, you got one level into them, Rabbit.
Oh, golly. This is the highest any of my characters have ever been.
Hooray.
Ever.
I'm actually tied for my
Amazing.
highest. But yes, I am now one of the most powerful types of warlock. One with 3 spells.
Hooray.
Ooh.
Yes.
He can't be stopped. Only delayed.
That's. I don't even know what you get for level 11. I have not made it this far on a
One?
wild mage.
You
You
get
get
one whole hot dog.
You
I
get
will
a
take that.
6th
That actually sounds
level spell
lovely.
slot.
Oh shit. Okay.
And so, Milla, I
One-
will quickly DM you the Mystic Arcanum spell that I am picking, which is why I had to talk to you about, spell components.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I still need to get my components for my spell I'm going to take. It's not going to be useful until we're completely done in the tomb, but I'd really like to get that before we go back to Port Nyanzaru.
There you go,
Though,
Milla.
good thing is, most of it is
Okay.
herbs. But it's herbs and another thing. And I don't know where I'm getting a chicken foot.
Well, there's a hag's place here. It's basically like the dollar store of fucking mage places.
You know what?
True.
I'll be nice for Dan, and it kind of makes poetic sense considering that they're hags. On Peggy's belt, you do find a chicken's foot.
Hell yeah! Now I just need to get 500 gold's worth of herbs. And that's everything I need to cast Animate Hut to give us a traveling fortress.
Oh shit. Baba Yaga.
Except it's going to be a Shiba Inu body.
Oh lord.
Well,
And I already have the art because Caitlin has done it for something else.
E.
Adorable.
Oh, cool.
okay. I immediately see what spell I'm getting.
And so, Milla,
I
did
get
you see what
fine
I
too.
sent you?
Yeah, I'll just have to look that up real quick here.
Well, ironically, we did just kill 3 night hags. If I was going to find the spell component for it, it would be on them.
Yeah.
Oh, man. My level 11 skill is fucking nutballs. Alright. That's stupid.
Welcome to Paladins. If you get them up to 2-digit levels, they are monsters.
I am so lousy with Unk energy that when I hit somebody with a melee weapon, they take radiant damage.
Nice.
I am lousy with it.
I love this. It's not really going to come in very often, but at 11th level as a witch, I get Fine Fettle. And what's cool about that is I am perpetually healthy and resistant to conditions that can be the death of others. I'm resistant to poison, immune to disease, and I age 1 year for every 5 years. So if anyone has any age magic bullshit, I just am not that much affected by it. Also, because I'm a half-elf, I wouldn't be much affected by it either. Like, what's that?
Yeah.
Try to age me? That's a shame. Anyways.
I was about to say, speaking of things that could age you, since you dealt with the navel of the moon, guess what the grandfather clock did whenever it struck the top of the hour? You have to make a con save before being aged.
Oh, you got +4 to that, buddy.
So good thing Dan
Good thing we
took
just-
care of that pendulum, otherwise you might have been aged quite a few years there, Tyrant B.
Mm.
Oh, I'd just be dead. Minotaurs don't live that long. It's because we're so fucking awesome the material plane can't handle us for too long.
Yeah, they had to nerf.
Yeah, they had to nerf us. You know, Al from the fucking source wall just came out and he was just like, all right, guys, the new patch notes came up. Minotaurs, you're too fucked up. You're gonna die faster. All the Minotaurs are like, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Do I get another labyrinth? Yes, you get another labyrinth. Hooray!
Hey.
All right. Well, unless if you guys were, unless you wanted to crawl through that crawl space.
I think this is probably where we're stopping for the night, and we can figure that one out later.
Yeah, this is actually a natural good place to call the session for tonight.
There you
Mhm.
go.
For
Wow,
us,
that
of
was
course.
actually very fast to level. I get a thing. I get more health. Bazinga.
Yep. I'm just gonna worry about spells later in the week. I'll put all
I
those in.
changed one of my spells, and I added another one. I'm really excited about because the description is amazing.
Well, unfortunately, as a warlock, all of my options are very limited, even with my Mystic Arcanum. So I was just like, huh. Oh, great. Enoch's back to being a tank again. Okay, I'll take this. But
Right.
let's start with our roundup here. Caitlin, where can the lovely people find you?
Hello. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Tumblr, at CaitlinC37, where I do art. Commissions are open, so if anybody wants any paintings or all the goody goody gumdrops, you can find all my information there.
Alrighty. Moving right along. Milla, where can they find you?
Well, on top of DMing for this lovely group of players I am very fortunate to have, you can also find me on Twitter at MillenNinjaNerd, and you can also find me tomorrow at twitch.tv/MillenNinja, where I will be continuing my Pokemon Violet Generational Nuzlocke. I had to make the ultimate sacrifice because a Karen Youngoose came in, killed my Diglett. It had to be my catch for the route. And then I basically had to turn over Karen to the cops and sacrifice him against the gym. So there, the cycle of Karen is complete. What else will happen during the Nuzlocke? Tune in at 11 to find out.
Alrighty. Deluna, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DLuna1338. Everywhere else at Luna13. Sundays on Twitch the Persons. We're off this week, obviously, for New Year's, but normally it'll be on Sundays around 1 o'clock PST or CST for Power Ranger Cyber Strike, where I play the Blue Ranger along with Chaco, who plays our Red Ranger. And me and Draco have been going through Kingdom Hearts on his channel. I'll let him explain it later.
Okay, Chaco, where can they find you?
Hi, you can find me here on Tuesdays playing Elise. You can find me over on Sundays at twitch.tv/churchburst, and along with Deluna for Power Ranger Cyber Strike, where I play the Red Ranger Marika Hammond. Otherwise, you can find me over on Twitter at ChocoZombie101.
Okie dokie. I almost called you Dan for like I don't know how many weeks in a row. But Draco, where can they find you?
Find me on YouTube as Draco Magnus. I post my VODs there. You can find me on Twitch at DMagnus. And you can find me here. Oh, wait, I said Twitch. You can find me on Twitter as at DMagnus. You can find me here on Twitch as Draco_Magnus. I stream Wednesdays. I do Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. We're about to do the Third Temple. Pretty excited about that. And on Thursday, this coming Thursday at 9:30 p.m. East Standard Time, I'm going to be joining a few people. Lost Knights, the Creatures of X, Hoshi. Actually, I think he's in chat too right now. Brondon and Thanatos for Odyssey. Rhapsody of Fire and Flame. Fire and Flame. I am tired. A Rhapsody of Fire, where they are going to be going through the land of Thylea to prove that they are heroes of prophecy to stop the war between the Titans and the Five Gods. Or the world's going to be destroyed, so you know.
It's very Dragon Quest. I like it.
Yeah. It's a Greek Odyssey. Join us for that. And of course, as Deluna mentioned, you can meet us on Friday, where we're nearing the end of Kingdom Hearts. We still have some side bosses to fight before we head to the literal end of the world. And I'm pretty excited about that too.
I think you only have like Kurt Zisa and the Unknown are the only two left.
There's also, we actually have to beat Ice Titan. We fought Ice Titan, but we didn't beat him. Sephiroth also exists, but fuck that guy.
Yeah,
I'm not fighting him on Proud. Fuck that noise.
He's not plot relevant until 2 anyway. He's not there. You can ignore
Yeah.
that.
He's not real. He can't hurt you.
Lance Bass, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well then, Rabbit, where can they find you?
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Rabbit. I'm a writer and a comedian. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at Hey Mr. Rabbit. I stream throughout the week. Basically, a big variety streamer. I mostly gravitate toward RPGs, like RuneScape, Soul Hackers, and horror games like The Evil Within, Shadows Over Loathing, and a couple others. If that sounds like something that's up your alley, just come on down. Like I said, I stream throughout the week, and I think you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it.
Oh yes, I will always say Rabbit's a great place just to hang out. Even if you hang out for like a couple minutes, just come in, hear some great jokes, improve your mood, and then go about your day because it'll be brighter.
Bojam.
Oh yes. But speaking of Soul Hackers 2, our next stream, I might be playing with one of the people who does voices in that game because we are journeying into the bellies of Waterdeep for some might call it an impossible task. Some might call it the crime of the century. But we simply call it C4, where I, Sarah Ann Williams from The Unexpectables, Miss Tweetums from our previous miniseries, Web of Deceit, and Blue Kazanate, who did the lovely Archer scene from D6 The Black Archives, will be taken through the city of Waterdeep in a level-modified version of Dragon's Heist, led by our lovely DM, one JC Doodles. So if you're interested in that, we'll be playing at about 8 o'clock CST. So come right on in and enjoy the fun, because all we know is that it's going to be pure and utter chaos. This group has no party face, and basically the social skills of that guy in the party whose feet hurts. So, with that being said, it's time for us to find somebody to raid. I'm thinking Bromad. Has anyone got a problem with that?
Two dog.
Two dog.
Two doge. And I think, since I haven't done the quote of the week yet, the quote of the week should be our raid message, which unsurprisingly goes to Dan for Ding Dong, the witch is dead.
It was Hag, but yes.
Ding Dong, the hag is dead.
All right, yeah, that sounds good enough. Ding Dong, the hag is dead. I want to thank you all for coming out, and hope to see you again next weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.